Here, you know, you're going to need a secretary in here soon. The front desk can't manage all the cards and letters and flowers. You're a very popular man, Mac.
Well, I think my position has something to do with that.
How so?
I have a lot of employees, you know.
And a lot of friends.
Yes, that's true. Very fortunate.
Mac, you've got something on your mind, haven't you?
Well, you're very perceptive this morning. So early, too.
I try.
Yes, you're right. I do have something on my mind.
What is it? You want to talk about it?
Well, I've been lying here thinking a lot. Goodness knows I've had enough time to think. And I've just been considering what I've done, what I've achieved in my life, what I want to do next.
Of all the things you've done, I wouldn't think you've had enough time to even make a list.
Oh, no. There's been plenty of time. But I realized the way I've set up Cory Publishing now, it can practically run itself. It's self-sustaining. Here I've been out of the office all this time. Here I am in a hospital bed. It's functioning very well without me.
Because of Jamie.
Yes, because of Jamie and all the other people that work for me. But it just makes me realize they don't need me supervising them all the time to keep things going. And that's made me realize I need something more. The complex isn't enough for me now at this time in my life.
What do you mean, Mac?
I mean that I need something new, a new challenge, something I can channel my energies into.
Well, got any ideas?
Yes, I do. I think I've come up with just the right thing.
Sally.
Hi, Alice said you wanted to see me.
Yes, I did. Would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure, anything.
Would you mind driving me up to the cabin today?
The cabin?
Yeah, I really need to get my car. And Jamie's been so busy lately, I don't want to ask him. I don't want to put any more pressure on him. You know, he doesn't need that.
Yeah. Well, I'll be more than happy to take you up there, but what about all my work?
It can wait. I mean, I'm your boss, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't get into trouble if you're with your boss, right? I mean, I won't tell if you won't.
You got a deal.
Okay.
Okay, when do you want to go?
Are you ready?
Right now?
Yeah.
You know, this is going to be fun, kind of like playing hooky from school.
Right. It'll be a good break for both of us, really.
Jamie?
Hi, Mom. Come on in.
What's up? Why did you want me to come over here so early? You all right?
Yes, I'm all right. At least I think so. I just didn't have time to go over to the gallery, and as you can see, my desk is kind of full.
Yes, I can see that. I didn't mind coming over. I was just curious.
I need a refill. Do you need some coffee?
No?
Sit down.
What is it, honey?
Do you remember when you came over to see me?
Well, I've been over to see you on several occasions.
Yeah, that's right. Well, this time I had just gotten out of the hospital at the detox unit, and you came over to see me.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, you said something then that really bothered me.
What was that?
Well, actually, then I let it pass, but now that Mac is in the hospital, and he keeps insisting so vehemently that he wants to see Sandy, I remembered it again.
Remembered what?
You said that if I thought someone had been drugging me, it would have to be someone who had something to gain by getting me out of the way. Remember that?
Yes, of course I do.
And when I pressed you about it, you said I didn't have all the information I needed, but that I shouldn't overlook anyone as a possibility.
Are you asking me something?
Yes, I am. What information don't I have? You promised me once that you would stop protecting me, withholding information from me. Now you're doing just that. You're protecting me. So what is it I don't know? Mom, what information don't I have?
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
Well, come on, tell me.
Are you all right?
Am I all right? What has that got to do with anything?
I don't know, maybe a lot.
Yes, I'm all right.
Well, I'm not sure I believe you.
And why did you ask?
Have you talked to Mac?
Yes, I have, but you're changing the subject. No, as a matter of fact, you're not changing the subject. That's what this is all about, isn't it? Mac keeps asking for Sandy. He wants to see him.
Well, that's not so unreasonable. I mean, you and Sandy and Mac were in that cabin together. He probably just wants to find out how Sandy is.
No, that's not it. That's not it at all. I can tell. He keeps asking over and over again to see Sandy, and when he doesn't show up, he gets more and more upset. Why?
Well, it's really very simple.
Oh?
Sandy is Mac's son.
Well, that can't be.
Yes, I'm afraid it can be. Mac never knew about him.
How long have you known?
Not very long.
And Mac knows?
Yes.
And yet you never thought to tell me.
Jamie?
You never thought or even considered that I might like or want to know that Sandy is what, my stepbrother?
Mac and I felt that with everything you were going through at the time, you might find it difficult.
To handle? Too difficult to handle. Too difficult to handle. I'll tell you what is too difficult to handle, Mom. The fact that you and Mac, and let's not forget good old Sandy, all knew about his relationship to Mac and therefore his relationship to me, and yet you all conspired to keep it from me. That's too difficult.
I don't think conspired is the right word.
All right, what is the right word? Let me think. Protecting. Is that the right
You
word? Is that
listen
it
to
all
me.
over
Look,
again, Mom?
Just listen to me.
What?
At this time, you were going through a lot of problems. You couldn't handle your work here. You couldn't handle your marriage. You didn't think you were being the proper son to Mac, the son Mac wanted. How do you think you would have felt if all of a sudden we had told you that all of a sudden Mac had a long-lost natural son who could very easily replace you?
Mom, it doesn't matter how I would have handled it. Don't you ever listen to me? I had a right to know. And yet you all kept it from me. I mean, I can almost understand why you did it. You always doing things for me. But Mac, didn't he trust me? Didn't he think I could understand?
Of course he trusted you, Jamie. You
Yeah,
were going...
What about Sandy? I thought he was a friend of mine. Now I feel like he's betrayed that friendship, Mom.
Well, maybe Sandy wasn't the friend you thought he was.
So, did you come up with this idea in just the short time that you've been here with us as our guest?
Oh, no. Been thinking about it a long time, quite a long time. In fact, even when Jamie and I were traveling out west that winter, looking for Rachel, well, I had a lot of time to think about it then. After I lost Rachel to Mitch, I knew that I needed something of interest in my life other than Cory Publishing. So, what I did was started writing my memoirs.
Did you?
Yes, I finished them, too. But I put them in my safe. They're not for publication. At least not yet. But you know, even that wasn't enough. And then after that, things started happening so fast. Well, I don't have to go into details, but I've just come to realize there are plenty of competent people to handle the day-to-day operations of Cory Publishing without me. And I can turn my attention to things that interest me, things that I'm vitally concerned with.
Have anything specific in mind, Mac?
You know I do.
I thought you might, the way you've been talking about everything else.
You are very perceptive this morning.
Well?
Well, Philip brought up something that interests me quite a lot. You know, Bay City General doesn't have a drug rehabilitation clinic. Drug patients have to go all the way to Harold Clinic or even to Chicago to get the care they need, the kind of outpatient care and attention that they require.
Well, you know, Mac, drug rehab centers are very expensive to run and maintain, and not to mention hard to raise money for.
Yes, I know, that's true.
You see, most people feel that, well, drugs never enter into their lives. They're not affected by it. That's part of the problem.
Yes, I know, that's very true, too. I suppose I even felt that way. But after seeing what happened to Jamie, how difficult it was for him to get the help he so desperately needed, I began to see things in a different light. And I think Bay City needs a drug clinic and needs it right now.
Mac, do you think that we could raise enough money to not only build the facility, but to run it and staff it and maintain it?
Well, I don't know. I brought Cory Publishing from nothing to what it is now. I think I could get a drug clinic off the ground, don't you?
Yes, Mac, I think you could.
Well, it's something I really want to do, I can tell you.
Mac, I think this is a wonderful idea. I really do. Would you like to talk to Russ about it?
Why don't you have a word with him first? See how he reacts. I think the two of us could really get this show on the road, and the James Frame Clinic would become a reality.
Rachel, will you take it easy? You're scaring the plants.
I'm upset.
What's the problem?
It's Jamie.
He's okay, isn't he?
I had to tell him that Sandy is Mac's son.
You had to tell him. How did that happen?
It just happened. He asked me over to the complex. I went over there. We got to talking. One thing led to another, and I told him. I couldn't lie to him.
And what did he ask you?
When he'd come out of the detox unit, we had a long talk. And, he didn't understand what was happening to him. He was very confused about everything. He was trying to put the pieces back together again. I said at that time I thought he didn't have all of the information he needed to do that.
Yeah, so?
So today he asked me what the information was.
So you told him?
Yeah, I knew, didn't I?
The information that was missing, the piece that was missing, was that, Sandy was Mac's son.
I didn't know what else I could do.
Well, I don't know what else you could have done either. I just wish it could have been Mac who told him.
Oh, Cecile, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it is lovely here. I'd almost forgotten after what happened here.
Yeah, it must have been awful for you.
Oh, Sally, you just can't imagine.
You know, everyone says that if it wasn't for you, Jamie would have been killed.
Oh, I don't know about that. It was Sandy, really. He was wonderful. He really was.
Oh.
Sally, would you mind terribly if I spent a few minutes alone here?
You sure you want to?
I think I need to. I need to look at things, you know.
All right. I understand. Well, if you need me, though, I'll be right outside,
Oh,
okay?
good. Thanks.
All right.
That is exactly what I need.
So I told Cavallo that he had a deal. He's going to start construction of the penthouse and the heliport.
Good. Well, I think Cavallo's a good man.
You know him?
Well, I've never met him, but he has an excellent reputation.
Then you're happy with him?
I am if you are.
Good. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss with me? I've got a meeting coming up with Cavallo soon, and I wanted to go over my notes.
As a matter of fact, there is one thing, yes.
What is that?
The other day there was a man taking photographs down around one of the dock sites.
Oh?
We want to know who he is and what he was doing.
Well, why? What's the problem?
No problem. Mr. Black just doesn't like people snooping around, that's all.
Okay, I'll get on it later today and get back to you early tomorrow.
Today. We want to know who he was today.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Good. I knew I could count on you. I'll be in touch.
Quinn, could you come in here for a minute, please? Thank you.
Boy.
How am I going to do this one?
Yeah. You're welcome. Kid, are you all right?
Yeah, sure. Why?
Well, the phone
phone just rang practically in your ear, and you didn't seem to hear it.
Oh, did? I didn't. I'm sorry. I guess I was, thinking about something else.
Well, was it a good something else or a bad something else?
I guess it was a good something else.
Oh, really? Well, are you going to tell me what it is, or are you just going to stand there grinning like the Cheshire Cat?
I was thinking about Joey.
Well, what about him?
You know, we're having such a good time these days. Our lives just fit together perfectly. We even worry about the same things.
I'm not so sure that's a plus, Kit.
Marianne, you know, Joey really cares about you and Rick, too.
Great. That's just what I need. Somebody else worrying about Rick and me.
Now, listen. I told him that you really want your marriage to work and that you are trying.
Well, did he believe you, or can I expect a lecture from him, too?
Joey would not lecture you. He's just worried about Rick getting hurt, that's all.
Kit, you know I'm not going to let that happen.
I know. And I know you can do it, too.
Thanks. Hey, are you, falling for Joey again?
I don't know. Well, I mean, that's not true. Yes, I'm in love with him. I never stop loving him.
Kit, please think this through very carefully.
Well, why?
Your marriage to Joey didn't work out before.
It didn't work out because of our families and because of all that stupid money.
Which you still have.
I know, but Joey accepts it now.
Well, did you talk about it?
Yes. He said he could love me in spite of it.
Well, that's great, but there is something else. I mean, the timing, it just seems a little funny. You break up with Jerry and then you go right back to Joey. I just want you to be sure that you're not turning from one because you lost the other.
Maybe I was never in love with Jerry. I mean, we came together at a time when we both needed somebody. He had just lost Blaine, his mother. Joey had just left me.
And you're sure you're going back with Joey because of him and not just to fill a void in your life?
Oh, I am turning back to Joey. It's because I love him.
Then I'm very happy for you, Kit. Really.
Now, Liz, look, I want you to put this in a very safe place for Mac. And, it's absolutely confidential.
Well, maybe I should send her over to the hospital.
No. That won't be necessary. Mac already knows the contents of it.
I don't know what's in it. I don't know where to file it.
Well, look, just put it in his personal file.
Fine. Mac has quite a few personal files. Could you be just a bit more specific?
Liz, Mac has asked me to amend his will, and this is a copy of it.
I know just the file to put it in.
Thank you, Liz.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Cecile.
How are you?
I'm just fine. You?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Well, I hate to greet and run, but...
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. I apologize. Some days I just can't help it. Okay, I'm leaving. Oh, Liz.
Yes?
Remember that is absolutely confidential.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take care of it. Nobody will have anything to do with this.
I knew I could count on you. Bye. Cecile?
Bye, Brian. What was that all about?
What? Oh, that's just something of Mac's that Brian dropped off.
Well, what is it?
It is personal.
Oh. Well, I'm going in the office for a minute. Shall I drop it off in his
No, thank you, Cecile. I'll take care of it myself.
You make it sound so mysterious.
I am not being mysterious. Mac amended his will, and he made a copy of it. At least that's what Brian told me.
I wonder what changes he made.
Somehow I don't think it's any of our business, Cecile.
Of course. You're absolutely right, Liz.
I guess it was the first time that I fully realized how much it means to me to have you as my father. Stepfather.
Oh, you said it correctly the first time. You're my son. I've always been so proud of you. You've given me so much joy and happiness for so many years. I'm your father. Nothing, no one will ever change that. I love you, Jamie.
Jamie, Liz said you wanted to see me.
Yes, come on in. Sit down.
Rachel was here earlier today, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
What did she want?
Well, it's more what I wanted. Do you remember last night when Mac kept asking for Sandy over and over again? I told you that?
Mm-hmm. He wanted you to go find him, which I think is a very good idea, Jamie.
Yes, now I know why.
Why what?
Why Mac kept asking for Sandy. Mom told me that Sandy is Mac's son.
What? Jamie, how could that be?
It's true. And apparently Mom and Mac have known it for a long time, maybe since the dockside accident.
You mean they haven't told?
Cecile, did you know? Did you know that Sandy was Mac's son? Tell me.
No, I didn't. Jamie, do you really think that I would keep that kind of information from you? You must know that I wouldn't.
Oh, good. At least there's one person I love who hasn't been lying to me all this time.
Jamie, something I just found out is beginning to make a lot of sense.
What?
Liz just told me that while Mac's been in the hospital, he's changed his will.
Well, that doesn't really matter, Cecile. As you know, Mac has already removed me as the heir to Cory Publishing.
What about his personal will, though? His personal estate?
What about it?
Well, I was just wondering.
Wondering what?
If Mac has removed you and put Sandy in.
That doesn't matter, Cecile. What matters is that Mom and Mac, everybody, and I mean everybody, has been lying to me over and over again. Poor Jamie, you know, he can't handle things. He can't handle the truth right now. Well, I've had it, Cecile. I'm sick of poor Jamie.
Where are you going?
Don't worry, Cecile. I'm not going to do anything crazy. But there is someone I want to talk to. And I'm going to do it right now.
So, buddy, how'd you enjoy your first day back at work?
Well, that's like I said this morning. I'm glad to be back, but it did feel a little strange.
Yeah, how? What do you mean?
I've forgotten how tense it can get out there.
Yeah, I bet you forgot how boring it can get out there, too, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You don't think you made a mistake coming back, do you?
No, I don't. Are you kidding? It's just going to take me a little while to get back into the rhythm of things.
Yeah.
It's gone for a while, you know.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I need more now.
Me, no.
All right, so.
Let her go. Come on.
Hey!
Hey!
Leigh, how you doing?
All right, hey, Clarice. I'm so glad you got here. Hi, Sally.
Hi, Clarice.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't have worn some jeans. You might get a spot on that pretty dress.
Hey, Clarice, is Denny going to be here?
Oh, well, I invited him, but he has to work today. He's going to try to get over here, even for a little while.
Oh, great. Maybe we'll all get lucky and we'll have to work all night.
Come on, Leigh. I want my brothers to get along, and I don't think you're even trying.
Clarice is right. You ought to get along with Denny. You try to, anyway.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you were there when he gave us a hard time about wanting to get married.
Honey, he was just worried about you. That's all.
I know. He always is. I just hope he doesn't get into that kick today. I don't think I can take it.
I don't want to, not today. I just want to have a good time like everyone else without worrying that my brother's going to do what's best for me.
Come on,
A good
Lee.
time, Clarice. That's what I came for, and that's all I want. Can I get anybody anything to drink?
No. Yeah, I'll have a root beer.
A root beer.
What's happened, James?
Did I ever mention Sandy Alexander to you?
Yes, I think you did. The first time we talked while you were still in the hospital. I believe you said that he was the young man that brought you into the hospital with your wife.
That's him.
What about him?
Well, I just discovered today that he's my brother. Well, not exactly my brother. He's the son, the natural son of my stepfather.
And this doesn't please you?
No, it's not that. Really. It's just that everybody, and I mean everybody, has kept it from me. Oh, all of them. Mac, Sandy, my mother, they didn't tell me about it.
And how does this make you feel?
Angry. I'm mad as hell, Doctor.
And what are you going to do about it?
I want to face Mac with it. And Sandy. I want them to know that I know. I want them to know how much pain this has caused me, you know? Does that make sense?
James, do you love them?
Love them?
Yes.
Of course, I'll always love my parents, yeah.
And your friend?
Friend. My stepbrother. I don't know.
Well, I think you should talk to them. All of them. And tell them what you just told me. That you're hurt and angry and that you feel that they've never trusted you.
Really?
Yes. But don't do it in anger. That's not going to help anything. Remember how you feel about these people in your life.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And I think with Mac it'll be easy. But with Sandy, I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to us, Cory.
Wow! Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Blaine.
When's she right in the back?
Clarice tells me you're back on the police force.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, do you enjoy it?
Well, it's a little early to tell. It's my first day back.
All right.
I want you to know that I'm really happy for you.
Oh, are you?
Well, of course I am.
That's funny. I'm having a little trouble believing that.
Well, I know it. This isn't my
Well,
best
now,
game.
this is my idea of a party, you know? Something I can get into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unlike that party we went to at Cecile and Jamie's, huh?
Yeah, that was weird.
The weirdest.
Who do you think?
It's not my style.
The kid.
You know, how was Jamie? Is he all better from all that stuff, you know?
Well, yeah, we got all the drugs washed out of his system.
You know, I don't understand how somebody can get into drugs like that. Seems kind of dumb to me.
Yeah, it is dumb, but, I mean, sometimes people just don't know what's happening to them. They don't know what it does to you or your body or your mind.
Not bad, not bad.
Well, it's not something I want to get into, believe me.
Jump back.
Hope not, but, you know, you really can't be rough on people that it happens to because they get in tight spots and they can't find any other way to get out of them.
Telescopic sight on my arm.
You look great. How do you like working at the complex?
Oh, I love it. It's great.
That's strange.
Well, why would that be strange?
Because you're working with Cecile.
Yeah, but why would that be strange?
Oh, Sally, she can be such a monster.
What?
You should have seen some of the things she did to my mother.
Oh, well, Marianne, from what I hear from Cecile, your mother has it out for her.
That's really it's just not true, Sally. She caused my mother a lot of grief.
You know, I'm a little tired of everybody bad-mouthing Cecile. She's been just wonderful to me.
Well, I'm very happy for you, Sally, but just be careful. She can turn real ugly real fast.
I better get down on your level. That's probably what...
So who is our photographer?
Well, this is interesting. It turns out to be a guy by the name of Mitch Blake. Well, he's the one we bought the building from.
I see. Does he still have the gallery?
Yeah, he's leasing it back from us along with the apartment above.
Thank you, Denny. That was very fast. Thank you for the information.
Was there anything else you want me to do about it? I know Blake. Maybe I could talk to him, find out what he was doing down there around the dock.
No, you've done your part. I'll handle it from here.
Liz, Cecile, can I see you for a moment, please? Thank you.
Yes, Cecile?
Liz, is Jamie in his office?
No, he has his doctor's appointment. He should be back shortly.
Doctor's appointment? Oh, that's probably Dr. Wagner.
That's the name.
That's his psychiatrist. Did you know that he was still in therapy?
No.
Oh. I thought you knew that. I wouldn't have said anything then. I guess if Jamie wanted you to know, he would have told you himself. You won't say anything, will you, Liz?
No.
Good, thank you. Jamie wanted these files. Would you mind putting them on his desk for when he comes back?
Certainly.
Thank you so much. Liz, I just don't know what I'd do without you.
That wasn't too bad there, huh?
Not too bad. No. Listen, you're pretty good at this game.
Well, you know, it's not much different than putting a hockey puck into a net.
Hey, you getting a chance to play any?
Hockey? No, not as much as I'd like. Sometimes I go down to the rink to watch the Bay City Blues practice, but I don't get much ice time in.
So you really want to play then, don't you?
Are you kidding? And if I could only get on the team, matter of fact, I'm going out for the team. See if I can make it.
Really? I'd hate to think you wasted all those years of playing around.
Thanks.
You could be moving out of this house pretty soon, though, aren't you, Clarice? Yeah, I can hardly wait. You really hate it here, don't you? Well, there's a lot of bad memories here, and I don't want to live with them anymore. I know. My house is the same way. I mean, it's just as if Jordan is there everywhere. Well, I could never understand you moving back in there. It must be just awful for you. Yeah, it is. But I really didn't have too many options at the time. Besides, I felt like I should go back there and face my demons. Maybe you could sell the house now, Blaine. Well, actually, I have been thinking about it. I've already spoken to Brian about it. It's just that there's so much work to be done on the house before I do. You know what you could do? Maybe Joey and Leigh could give you a hand. Oh, sure, I like that. Matter of fact, Leigh could use the money. He doesn't earn very much when he's working now.
Hey, Ada.
Hi, Denny. How are you?
Got something wet in there for me?
Yeah. How about that?
Oh, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Hey, Denny. Hi, honey. I wasn't sure you were going to be able to get here.
I got tied up at work, you know how it is.
Well, I guess they're really making you busy now, huh?
Busy has taken on a new meaning for me, Clarice.
Well, what are they giving you to do?
Well, I'm not supposed to tell anybody, but you are my sister. So, Right now, they've got me decorating a penthouse and building a heliport.
Whoa. A heliport?
That's right, on top of the building.
Do you know how to do something like that?
Haven't a clue.
I got an idea.
What's that?
Well, did you know that Blaine decorated the connection all by herself? Oh. Maybe she can help you. Clarice, for heaven's sakes, I'm not professional. But Denny doesn't need an amateur. You're not doing anything right now. I'll give you something to do.
Well, listen, I'll keep it in mind. I'll tell you, I got a feeling I can use all the help I can get.
All right. Okay, I'm going to get a ringer here. Get it out of the way. Here we go. I'm ready.
I'm going to stop your ringer.
Oh, come on, Sally. We just got here. Dead ringer. You having a good time?
No. I don't know these people, and I want to go home, okay?
Relax, and you'll have a good time.
I want to go home.
These people are fun.
Left-handed.
Sally.
Hey, this is International
Mingle.
Left-handed Day.
Remember?
Are you left-handed?
Yep.
Yeah? He's right to you.
Oh, Grace. These are eggs.
Hello, Larry, Jerry. How's the game going for you?
Oh, we're having a good one.
So, Jerry, you back on the force yet?
Yeah, today was my first day back.
How's it feel?
Great.
Different.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, he said different. Not that he didn't like it.
I'm sorry, Larry. I didn't mean anything by it. Hey, Leigh, how's it going for you? You having a good time?
I was. Till now. Kit.
Hi.
There you are. How you doing? I've been waiting for you. How you doing?
Fine. I was with a patient. She's having some problems.
Oh, yeah?
It's okay.
Oh, you got a minute? I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
All right. Something really good just kind of happened.
Well, what was that?
Russ has called me into his office before.
Are you in trouble?
Trouble? No trouble. I said something good happened.
Okay, well, tell me what it is.
He offered to send me to paramedic training school. Huh?
Really?
Yeah, how about that?
Joy, that's terrific.
No, but the only thing is in Detroit.
How soon would you have to leave?
Monday, he said, for 2 weeks.
That's great. That's a wonderful move.
Whoa, what's the matter? What?
Nothing.
Come on, what?
I'm gonna miss you.
Right? I'm gonna miss you too.
Really?
Yeah. When you get off work?
Couple hours.
Couple hours? Me too. How about we get together, baby?
I'd like that.
I'd like that too.
Well, I don't know. If you play first base, I'll play. All right.
First things first.
Where's Jerry?
Okay.
Hey, Jerry. Jerry, hey, come on, man. What are you doing over here by yourself? We need you to play if we're going to beat those guys.
What?
We're going to play some softball, and you're the best third base player I've got.
Yeah, okay, great.
All right, come on.
That's harder than you thought, huh, Marianne?
Oh, we're ready.
Let's go.
Come on.
February 24th, 1981. Unedited notes. Subject, Life of Mackenzie Cory. Chapter 7. Miriam Sanderson. I was barely 30 when I met Miriam Sanderson, a young widow with a small daughter. Her husband had been reported missing in action during the Korean War. It's hard now, looking back, to even recall what exactly brought us together. But I'll never forget what we came to mean to each other over the months we shared. I was attracted to her the moment I saw her. We became very close. A day wouldn't go by that we didn't see each other. We seemed to have so much in common. Miriam and I would talk for hours. Finally, the inevitable happened. We fell into an affair. Some of the happiest moments of my life were spent with Miriam. I wanted to marry her, but she resisted that, afraid that one day her husband would be found to be alive. Then she learned that she was pregnant with my child. We were going to be married the next day, but she left in the middle of the night. I never heard from her again. I spent months and months trying to locate her, but for me, she had disappeared from the face of the earth. I've always wondered if the child was ever born, and if it was it a daughter? Or was it a son?
Miriam Sanderson. Sandy Alexander. Alexander Sanderson. Cory.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.